Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another Plan With Me and my 52 weeks of Halloween planner. And we're planning for April 24th through the 30th. We will get back up and ahead. So this is my kids' memory keeping planner. This one's for the kiddos, partially for the family too. This is what this last week is looking like. We haven't had dinner yet because that's when I'm filming. I do have to add in the character stickers. I just was sitting down and updating this, and the character stickers are up on the bookshelf up here, and I didn't want to get out of my chair. So that's why there's no character stickers in here yet. It was a very, very, very boring week. My kids are bored out of their minds. I still have to add character stickers to the second half once again. When I realized that that's what I needed to do, I didn't want to get up. And I need to add character stickers to the Easter one, but at least we have the stuff in there, right? That's the important part. I can always go back and do just a massive update with character stickers. So April 24th through the 30th, we are in the last week of this. Okay, so we have this kit from Pink Diamond Planner Co. I've done her mystery kits before. I saw this Halloween kit and I knew she needed to come into my 52 weeks of Halloween planner. So I'm excited. So let's get into it and see how many of these full boxes we can use, because we'll probably not use these two right here. No fashion girls. So we'll figure this out. So she has the split washi like a lot of the shops do. Which I have some mixed feelings on that one, on the split washi, whether I like it or I don't. Because I changed my washi to be the full strip across. I mean, you could always slice it down the middle, but I also did it so that you could use it in your monthly spread. So I like versatility. I am not everything has, like, put it to like kitchen appliances. You know those appliances that can do more than one job? We love them, right? But sometimes you just need an appliance that does one job because it does that job really, really, really well, right? So that's kind of how I look at stickers. You have these stickers, and some can be very, very versatile and be used in a variety of planners and be used in a variety of ways and whatnot, right? But then you have stickers that are also, they're meant for a specific thing. And I'm not talking like character stickers or icons or things like that. I'm talking like specific, like these kinds of stickers. Like these ones can't, I mean, they could be used in a plum paper or Hobonichi, but they would go over the line a little bit. But if you wanted it to fill your full box in your monthly, it wouldn't, because it's not the full width, right? It could still be used there. However, we're talking about the ones where like the bottom washi could fit your weekly, but it could also fit your monthly. Like that's your dual purpose kitchen appliance. Anyways, yeah. So kids are bored out of their minds, which I don't blame them. We moved at such an odd time. Okay, so moving before the school year gets out is really, really great, because getting moving companies is super, super easy, and you're not having to deal with all of the movement happening, right? Of everybody else that's moving during summer between school years, because that's how the majority of people like to do it, right? They want their kids to be able to finish out school. So my mind. I've got a little bit of dry mouth too. That doesn't help anything. I have my water right here. So pardon me while I fix myself. But anyways, people move in between school years so their kids can finish out school with their friends. they can, you know, finish out sports, finish out activities, whatever it may be, right? Like, we were getting ready and we had paid for our costume deposit already at our last dance studio. We weren't going to get that costume. She wasn't going to perform. So yeah, there was none of that. So she's not overly sad about that. She wasn't super excited about her dance studio she was at, which I don't blame her. But, you know, she did have friends there. And I should say that I'm talking about my daughter. My apologies. So, like, I get it, because moving in the middle of a school year, trying to get set up, especially if it's after, like, new registrations for sports and stuff, baseball, softball, dance, things like that, you're going to have to either wait until the summer leagues happen, or you're going to have to wait all the way until fall when those things start to register up again. So, we, all right, dang little thing. Okay, so my background is taped to my desk. If I zoomed out, you would see where, like, tape has ripped off the veneer and everything. And I have to position my camera a certain way so that I can get in here. And sometimes it doesn't work for when I need to rotate videos. Anyways, long story short, I have a new background coming that's going to be much wider so that I can configure my space. And I can't wait to rip this thing up because the tape is bubbling in some areas and the planner pages get stuck in there and it likes to rip. So I digress. So yeah, so my kids are bored because they can't get into anything, right? Like any sports or anything right now because they're all filled up, and registrations have passed and things like that. So we're taking the time to do our due diligence on studios, and you know, and that includes dance and taekwondo, and figuring out where we're gonna go. We'd like to get the kids back into swimming lessons. That one is proving to be a little bit more troublesome than I thought, but it's okay. COVID has wreaked havoc on so many things, and it's so frustrating. But anyways, I digress. We haven't had a lot to put into the planners, and that has really kind of just, it's bugged my husband and I. I know it has really bugged the kids because they're frustrated. They want to join in. So our planner has not, I say our planner, this planner has not been very filled. So, okay. So let's see what we can do for dinner labels. That's kind of what I want to see. And I'm kind of thinking of using these patterned ones because I really like them. So I'm thinking these will be for dinners. And we'll just move these all the way down. We'll just kind of do it with the same glitter color. So yeah, we've been looking for other things for them to do. They got a little fuzzy hair that just wants to come around, and it happens. Randomly, a hair just appears. Is that not like how it is when girls have long hair too? Like a hair will just appear like on your shoulder. If you've ever like leaned to the back of your seat and you come up and like there's hair there. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. But you know, I do. I'm not ashamed of it. My hair loves to shed. It has just been something that's always been that way. I have a lot of hair. It's thick and it just likes to shed. So anyways, digress once again. So we've just been looking at other things to do. They play outside. We go visit different studios. We go adventure around the city. And they've been going to the library a lot, which is not a bad thing. It's really not a bad thing. Let's see, weekend right there. So this last Thursday, okay, so let's see, what do we have? I'm really kind of tempted to, well, I don't know if I'll be able to. Yeah, I don't think I will be able to. Dang it. Okay. All right. So now that I've got that, I can put this double box down. Okay, perfect. So this last Thursday, we decided to go to the library and pick out books for everybody. We're still getting schoolroom situated, so we're kind of just grabbing whatever curriculum we can find and working off of that, and then utilizing our library. And doing a lot of field trips, stuff like that. My kids will most definitely be schooled through the summer this year, and stuff. But I digress. Once again, I cannot stay on task. So last Thursday we went to the library because I was like, you know what, we're all gonna get some books. Let's see. Green, purple, blue. Okay, I should have. Oh God, I can't even do my glitter headers right. So, and the younger two found their books pretty quickly. The second oldest boy had a bit of a problem trying to find it. And then my oldest was like, none of the books in the teen section are appealing to me. He's gonna be 17 soon, so I don't really have a problem with him going into the adult section. And I say adult section, but you know, like the regular section where like you and I would go to look for books. Like, we're not going to look for books in, you know, the 12 and under categories and things like that, right? That makes sense. So I say like the regular aspect of the library, the things that are targeted more to the adult population, you know, those who are, you know, like 18 to 30 section, and then you have your historical sections and, you know, 60-year-old ladies who go down the romance section if that's what they decide to do, right? So let's see. Trying to figure out what I want to do here. Oh, I can kind of just stick to the stuff that has patterns. Okay, let's do this bad boy. So, he was looking through the teen section, you know, the young adult section, and he's like, Mom, none of these appeal to me. I'm not enjoying them. Oh, let's see. Before I put that down, I have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, what do I want to put down here? I think I'm going to put this popcorn one down here. I think that's what we're going to go for. Okay. Perfect. Here we go. Put our Wednesday one here. So he's like, nothing's appealing to me. I'm not really interested in any of these books. You know, can I go look in the middle section where the rest of the library is, right? And I was like, sure, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Let's go look. We'll go look together. And we step out, and the library we have is so huge, which I'm extremely grateful for. But it's so big that we're like, where do we even start? So do you know those reels that let's see, I'll do this right here. There we go. That'll be a good one to do. Do you know those reels that they go on like date nights, and they go on date nights and they go down an aisle, and they either walk really slow or really fast, and the other person has to say stop, and then say left or right, and you pick one, and then you have to go up and down and say stop. Well, we did a version of that in the library. So library is really huge. So the other person turned around, so I've got to kind of like act this out. So I was facing the aisles, like we had an aisle here, and then you had columns of books on this side, right? That you could go down any of those aisles, right? So my son turned around, and I went like this, back and forth as fast as I could. And as soon as he said stop, that's then the section that we were just going to focus on, right? So then I start, he turns back around, I start walking, he says stop. That's the column, row, aisle I have to go down. So there's a left and right that you can choose from. So once again, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to stop, and then go down, stop, and then there was only 4 shelves filled. Pulled a random number generator. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 4. Your number is 4. Okay, go down to 4 and then go back and forth really, really fast and pick a book. And that's how he picked a book for me. And then that's how we did it to pick a book for him. You guys ready to know what book he ended up picking the first time? That I then said, that's a pretty heavy read. We're gonna not quite do that one and save you a little bit. His book that he ended up picking was Atlas Shrugged. If you've never read Atlas Shrugged, I haven't read Atlas Shrugged. My grandmother has read Atlas Shrugged. I've read excerpts of Atlas Shrugged. It's heavy. It is a very heavy, heavy book. So, we're like, whew, that one's gonna be a rough one. So he was like, so we did it again, and he ended up getting one that's based on right around the crucifixion of Jesus. It's a historical fiction type book, right? So yeah, that's the book he ended up picking, which I think is rather humorous. But yeah, he got that one, and then mine is set in World War II. And stuff. So we're both really excited about our books. I haven't read in a couple of days. I'm kind of passed out last night. But he has been reading, and I haven't asked him how he has liked it so far, but so far no complaints. But he said that was the most fun he has ever had at the library for being able to pick a book. And I was like, that's pretty awesome, you know. Not trying to say that I'm all that in a bag of chips when it comes to motherhood, but I am just saying that I did kind of win some brownie points with my son. So I'll take it. I shall take it. So that was a lot of fun to be able to do with him. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get these done. And then my husband, who is not a big reader, who didn't get a book, we told him what we did, and he just looked at us like we were a bunch of nutcases. And I was like, whatever, we'll be nutcases. I don't care. Doesn't bother me any. So yeah, we had a really good time at the library, and we all walked out, and that then got them thinking. Back in Bay City, they really loved doing D&D classes with some of the kids in the city. And so they came to the librarian and asked, hey, would it be possible to set up time in a room and advertise, you know, for having a Dungeons and Dragons class for beginners, and start getting basically a group of people back up again to do a Dungeons and Dragons class. And the librarian was like, sure, I don't see a problem with it. So they are working on that and getting that all set up so that they can have a class. So they, you know, asked to purchase some more dies, because we had to talk it out, because they were like, oh yeah, we'll just bring our die sets that we have. And I was like, no, we've spent a lot of money on your die sets, and we don't want people up and walking away with them. They've got some really, really cute die sets. So I really don't want people walking off with them. And everything. And I'm not saying that like somebody's just going to be vindictive and walk off. Like, how many times have you been in a doctor's office and you walk off with the pen? It just happens, right? Like, I'm not just, how many times have we walked off? I walk off with pens all the time. So yeah, I'm just wanting them to ensure that they don't lose dice that they really, really enjoy playing with. So they were like, ooh, didn't think of that. And I was like, yeah, that's okay. You know, those are not things that you have had to experience yet. I've experienced that by bringing stuff to things and then things walk off. It happens everywhere. So I was like, no worries, kid. We'll get you set up. So we got a whole bunch of dies, just like generic D&D dies from Amazon. And then I was like, okay, guys, what do you guys think about having one of like the straw dispensers, but instead of straws being in there, pre-sharpened pencils? Because people won't bring pencils, and you guys need to have character sheets. They need to be able to take down notes, things like that. They're like, Mom, you're getting excessive. And I was like, fine. So I ordered it for them anyways, right? Because that's what moms do. Moms order the stuff. They don't care what their kids say. So I ordered it for them, and it came, and they're so thrilled with it. They were like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cool. That's so many pencils. I was like, I know, it's amazing. So yeah, they are ecstatic and happy and are about to go on another D&D adventure, which I'm really excited for them. Okay, so there's that. Oh, I think I might have to use a solid orange on this one. I'm really trying, because I really wish I had more patterns. I probably would have had more patterns if there was whatchamacallit, if I've gotten like the Luxe kit or something, whatever the biggest kit is, right? But I think this is like one step down. I can't be 100% sure. I don't remember. Don't quite ask me, because I've had this kit for a minute, but I think I'm going to have to use some, solid colors, which, okay, I tried. Well, now I'm just messing things up. So, all right, here we go. This will work. So yeah, they are excited and everything to get started on another Dungeons and Dragons campaign with new people. So I really hope that people show up for them and everything and stuff. So yeah. Okay, where I thought, and then I didn't think. So, oh yeah, here we go. I think I can just use the solid orange. There we go. So yeah, that's what they've been doing. They've been doing a lot of character development as siblings, which nobody can fault them for that. That takes a lot of imagination. To do character development, that takes a lot of imagination. It's not something that I am good at. It's something that they've honed over the past few years, and everything, which I'm really, I mean, at the end of the day, it helps with storytelling and story writing. So I'm not opposed to that at all. So they've been working on that. Little sister has been jumping in a lot to get that going with them. And so she's been working on her own character development, which I'm like, go you, girl. So she has now a booklet of characters that she can refer to. And they've been teaching her strategy and everything. So I'm like, yes, we are winning in that department. So yeah, that's really all they've been doing. Lots of playing outside, lots of reading, lots of unpacking, lots of strategy, character development. Like I said, boring. That's really kind of what we've been lately, is a lot of boring. It is what it is. Let's see. All right. here we go. We have one section left, and then we've got the sidebar. So I'm hoping that this week is a little bit more adventurous. Like I said, they have their first library D&D meeting this week. I really hope people show up to support them. I'll be bummed if they don't, because, you know, it just sucks when people don't show up. It's not an intentional type thing, right? People just don't know and just have to advertise it more. But I really do hope people show up for them. There we go. That'll fit right there. And that they have a good time, because I personally think they'll I know that if they only have one person show up and that person is excited to participate in this, I know that they will have a great time. So and it's not just my two older boys that are going to be doing this. It's going to be my younger son as well. He's going to join in on all of this too, which is absolutely crazy when you think about it. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm trying to think what I should put. Okay, so we know that we need a box here for what week it's going to be. So that, do right there. Okay, let's go ahead and add a glitter header. We're gonna make this a more of a white space side column, just because that'll be easier. And then we will add in the habit trackers for this. And then, let's see, should I do a Monday through Saturday one? Oh, that could fit perfectly right in there. Dunzo. That is like, that was really meant to be. Okay, perfect. And I have so much deco. I don't know if I want to use the deco though. I think I kind of want to bring Morty into this. Morty's been my ride or die in this lately. He really has been kind of here in all of these spreads. And then I have other Halloween stickers. So I don't know if I'm going to use the deco. So, alrighty, there we go. There is our last spread for the week. I gotta get pictures taken now. I still have some more work to do. I think I'm gonna go get dinner for the family started, and then I'll be back to take pictures and get things situated. So, all right, you guys, if you enjoyed this plan with me, please give it a thumbs up, leave me comments down below, like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye now.